Like, subscribe, and share, and do all that other funny business. And let's see. We got that on there. That's good. Put a piece of tape on there.
Cheated a little bit, eh?
Yeah. Turn it over the other way.
Always cheat. Can't get around it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Every one of mine's like that. They all got cheat spots around the corner. Because the top, I don't know what's so hard about the top and the bottom. You can have a template, a stencil, the whole shebang, and it still comes out different.
It's the taper.
I suppose.
I guess I had a good dress.
That'd be a good idea.
Why?
Well, you don't have to.
There we go. It'll stick in there now.
It lays around in your PJs all day. I don't care.
Brr. Let's see here. Brr. Okay. 3 watching. 2 plus me.
Hello, man.
Well, we're going to get started on ink and clear today. Oh, I want to pick that off. I brought my knife so I can get that off. Yeah, this blade is dull. I'll try it. I got it. That turned out good. Get the ink pen that fixes here. 4 watching.
Yeah. Whoops.
Gotta get some alcohol. There, that I just put a little dot on there. This blend turned out pretty good, where usually they don't.
Yeah, that's a bad spot on all of them. Here, I'll let you do this. I don't want to take a chance of,
Wiping the skunk off.
yeah, or an ink line or something.
Well, that one little dot made a big smear. Close enough.
Yeah, and on white, if you don't get it all off, you spray over top of it, you'll see it. Amazing how far the smears will go. Like trying to erase part of a line, right at the end of the line, you can't get it to stop clean, you know, it just wants to run out. Your light. Yeah, part of it's white, isn't it?
Yeah. Inside of his ear is white. That's good enough. Let's turn it over and look at the other side, make sure there's no touch-ups to do on that. See, he didn't,
See, his little mouth is still,
yeah, well, there's nothing there, there's no stencil there. So we got one open mouth and one shut mouth, but that's the way it goes.
oh, well.
Close enough.
Mhm.
Close enough.
Yeah, I was really biting my tongue the whole meeting. Because it sat there right in front of me on that table where everybody's sitting around it. You know, I'm having to stare at this thing and I'm going, don't say nothing, don't say
Okay, what are we gonna do for ink lines? What do you think? Oh, wait a minute, I need to, well, we could do them all at once, if I can get.
You can do them all at once, as long as you don't handle it or anything. Handle it too much.
You get your templates from down there, cause you got some round oval things too, right?
Well, I got them up here, I think. I got all sorts of them.
6 watchers. I think we'll turn this so they can see this a little better. Those wheels there are the original wheels I had on my Junar.
2.5-inch wheels.
Them big wide ones.
Oh. Well, I don't know what's in what here. Okay,
I don't want too elaborate of an ink job. You know, I'm just gonna do very little on the fuselage, but I do want some ovals. Maybe one of these.
that's the fuel tank.
Don't want that.
And there's that. That's got a bunch of little ovals and things in it. Doors. That should be the one that has most of them in it. Probably won't fit, because I think it's,
Perfect.
is it really?
Perfect.
There's that, I don't know if that was for going around a canopy or something.
Probably the rudder. No, I don't know.
I think that's like the tail end of a canopy. Where they narrow it down.
I don't see.
That's for a milk carton glider.
I don't see the ovals. Oh, there they are, right there.
Should be in there.
That one. Not that one. Maybe one of these.
I mean, if not,
One out of these.
There's that,
No,
which isn't really to scale. Oh, I got that in
you
there.
got little feed holes there.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that. I'm surprised that root works.
Yeah, cause that's not off one of those wings, I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, but there's only a pencil line between airfoil.
Yeah, it's the cord that gets you, cause I think that's for an SB. I think.
Well, you made it long. So that's good.
Well, cause it had those extensions on the end of it. They come out of there.
The problem is the bottom. Well, I guess I could go across the cowl. No, it makes it. Yeah, this will work perfect.
Now outside of that, that's my major
Yeah, I got it.
ones that I keep them separate because that's the ones I use most. I got these little
I'm not doing
things
rivets.
for rivets and stuff, which might work out right or might not work out. Most of the time, these don't ever work out right to my panel line.
You got a long corkback ruler up here?
I got that one.
This has got a rough edge on it. I need to sand this. Oh, boy.
Stuff gets banged up.
So here John has made a root template, and it's got about an 1/8 inch wide. Oh, the reason why it's banged up, look at this. You got smoothie on it.
Trying to rush through something.
I ordered another tube of that smoothie stuff to be here Monday, so I can fix that nose spot. My tube, even if you put the cap right back on it, it hardens up. I mean,
Yeah.
they also sell red, but I didn't buy red because I don't know how that'd
Or
work.
you waste the first little bit out of the tube because it's got all that
Hard shit in it.
goobery stuff, you know, that liquid,
Oh,
brown liquid and all that crap in it.
That's lacquer thinner.
Well, whatever it is, it's like,
Okay.
like them bottles of.
I'm gonna do the bottom first, as always,
Yes.
and because probably gonna need you to hold this. Maybe, I don't know, we'll tape it.
Tape it. No, you didn't put them things on this one.
Didn't put what things on it.
Those little extensions for the,
The flaps?
yeah.
No. Less parts. I'm gonna stop right there at that, looks like a hole.
Yeah, pick a mark or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be part of the ink line now.
These guys don't know this. I know you know this. Now, I tape all my straight edges when I do them.
Yeah,
But you have to watch when you put your tape on there, cause you gotta put the tape on the opposite side of what you're running your pin on. Now, if you push your pin up against that straight edge, too hard, it'll move your straight edge because the tape has a little gap in it right there, and it'll allow that straight edge to move. So you gotta rub your tape down in that groove to help keep your templates from moving on the long run. These are hard because you can't hardly get your pen vertical enough to run around them. I think this front's gotta come down some.
I want to end up so that the fin line goes right on the paint line. That's pretty close.
This gap equals this gap a little closer now.
And I gotta stay off the cowl brake. So we're gonna start here. I know you wanna put your hand on it.
I'm not going to though. Yeah, I'm dying to, but not gonna happen.
You better sand that, it's got a little notch in it.
There are no plans. It's a toilet bowl flange, a piece of plywood, a 2.5-inch piece of PVC pipe toilet flange, and a toilet flange to 2.5-inch diameter reducer, an end cap, and a 2.5 by 2-inch 2-foot piece of plywood. Toilet flange is glued down to that, and all the pieces just stick together. And then this is just a piece of rod with a notch cut in the end of it, aluminum rod, to allow the motor plate to bolt to it.
They were saying, no matter what, it's still not gonna match.
No, it won't match. You'll have to scrape some of it, modify it a little bit. You can't ever get, once you pull one up, you can't ever get it down in the right spot again. You can try, but you'll be one way a hair. And if
It's gotta go back a little bit.
if you rerun the line, it'll make a double line right there.
A little farther forward. Right there. Maybe.
Still looks too far forward than me, but
Let me check. Yep.
you can't see no white in it.
Let me get this one, that'd be a miracle. Okay, come and inspect it on this side, see if you think it's even.
That's the hardest line on the whole dang thing, one of the hardest lines. The hard part about this, if you move this wider, it makes this whole thing wider.
Yeah,
So it changes the front too. It'll have to go that way.
it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's only the top. Top outside.
Put your finger right there.
When you get to me, I'm gonna let off of it. Uh-oh. Ooh, boy, you're lucky there.
You ain't kidding.
It's all over, it's on your hand too.
Yeah, I see that.
Don't shake your pins over top of your airplane.
Normally it doesn't do that. No, it ain't. No, it just gooped right there, and boy, it just barely missed.
Yeah, that could have been a real disaster if that had dripped across the whole top of that and down the wing.
Can't see where to stop.
Come on, keep coming. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. You got an inch, 3/4, half, quarter, oh. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can touch that down. Grab that in.
I don't have to do nothing to the front.
That come out great. Normally where you got the screw ups right there,
Right.
you go in there with your razor knife and try to scrape it and correct it.
Hold that. Got a little knot right here on the turn. Versus 2/60.
That's 0.60. 0.60.
That's what I normally use.
I think I got one a little finer than this.
5/0.
The finer, really, you think about it. I've seen people put way too heavy of panel lines on their airplanes. They're
1/4 inch.
Yeah, a 1/16 of an inch, and it just. And then they try to weather them, and that makes it look even worse. I had an airplane at Rodex one year. Now it was very well done. Don't get me wrong.
I think I'm gonna put another line right there so that I can do
Yeah,
the separations.
yeah, because they were all put on there in pieces.
Right. But we're not gonna get too crazy with this fuselage inking. I'm just not gonna do it.
You gotta look at it like this, on this ink lines, less is more, cause you can start putting too much on there. Look at a real airplane, and from 30 feet away from a real airplane, you don't see half the panel lines on it. Not until you get up close and then you start seeing them.
Okay, let's get this placed. I don't think it's right.
You gotta go back a little bit.
Right there. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to meet, okay, come and inspect them. I think it's about the same. Look at the other side. See? About the same, isn't it? You know, we get asked all the time, do you have plans? We don't work off plans.
No, there are no plans.
You know what? I better get this off my hands.
There's numbers.
Yep.
There's an airfoil. That's a given. And then there's numbers. And all those numbers typically relate to percentages, originally percentages. Stab and elevator is a quarter of the wing.
Here's how I do it. To get the stab size, it should be from the center line of the wing to the outboard of the outboard tip of the inboard wing. You measure that distance. That's how long your stab is. And normally, if you got 3-inch wood, it's 3 inches wide. If you got 4-inch wood, it's 4 inches wide.
You got to range a hinge line to hinge line from 16 to 18.
15 to 18.
15 to, well, yeah, I guess 15 to 18. SVs are 17 and a quarter, or 17 and a half. These are 16 and a quarter. Noses are normally 10 inches. Regardless of what the quarter of the wing is, it's 10 inches from the leading edge of the wing to the back of the spinner. 9, 10 inches, somewhere around in there. You got a variance, you know, like this 16 to 18, that can vary anywhere in there.
And you kind of got to look at it. How much does my engine weigh? So if you got a Sato 72, I would have an 8-inch nose on it.
Yeah. Get rid of the nose weight.
Yeah.
You don't want that big Sato hanging way out there 18 inches. You know, it's electric guys, they can get by with big, long 12-inch noses on the airplane.
Well, they got a Fox 35 in the nose, so they have to have a long nose to get that long tail to balance.
Mm-hmm. Got a long tail, got a big stab and elevator. These things have a pretty big stab and elevator on them.
Okay,
30 inches.
Come put your finger here. Missed it a little. I only got one more to do. I'm not going to monkey with sand in it. Again. Okay.
One back, 1 inch, 3/4, half, 3/8. No more. Help.
It'll be fine.
Don't let your template get in your ink, because it will not
Smear.
make your day. It will not make your day.
Push it down. Is that it?
Unlocked.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
I want to go trailing edge to leading edge, but nope.
So, what's it got to do? Come back or forward?
Forward, I think.
I just go ahead and run it, and then I just scrape that. Cause you just have a little nib there.
This is the end board.
In one way you can see, and the other way you're blind. And it's hard when you first start laying these things out because you don't have any end points. So I put little pieces of tape all over and try to shoot for those as end point for intersections of panel lines. Sometimes it works.
Most of the time it doesn't.
And you just gotta run around, and before you shoot it with clear, take you a razor blade and make sure the ink's dry, and okay, just sort of scrape it off. Yeah, respectful job there, bud. Coffee's starting to get to me. I'm gonna fire up the heater. Noise.
that you asked me, you texted me a while back. Remember what it was? Okay, so we got that panel line there. And your question was, I was using DuPont 3608S for thinner with my SIG paints. What thinner do you guys use with the Randolph? Randolph. And I told you we use Randolph thinner. It doesn't matter whether it's Prodac dope, SIG dope, Randolph dope. We use Randolph thinner. It's just a better quality thinner. You pay through the nose for it. But it works. What more can you say? It works. 3608S is not the same as it used to be. The problem I had, I painted the whole airplane and then shot it with clear, then with DuPont. And it looked like I shot the airplane with flat clear. And it didn't matter what I did, I could not bring a shine out in that airplane. And that was because of that thinner. Went back to the Randolph thinner, no more problem. Nice glossy top coat that would buff out. But the 38OS 3608 or 3608S DuPont, and I think I even got a gallon can. It's cheaper, but it's not good in the long run.
Maybe I threw it away. I might have thrown it away.
What?
Or might have thrown it away. But anyway, somewhere they changed the formula on that 3608S thinner. And I must have gotten rid of that can. Only had about a quarter of a can of it left, but it was okay to use. I mean, it wasn't a compatibility problem as far as making the paint bubble or anything like that. It just would dry matte, and you could not sand, buff, whatever you wanted to do to shine up into the finish. So that's the problem with mixing and matching these products, you know, with one another. Just stick with brands.
And I want to fix this line right here, but I'm afraid that if I go over it, I'll double line it.
Yeah, all these paints are Randolph
See this right here?
paints.
That line's been rubbed.
Yeah. You could go ahead and clear it and then try to fix it, and then you could rub it off until you get it fixed.
Man, that came out perfect.
We get paints from Wix Aircraft. And
If you mention Stunt Hanger when you order from Wix, you'll get a 10% discount.
yep. Not a lot, but it's something.
It's the tax.
It's your tax anyway, yeah.
by number, don't order by name.
They tell you that on their brochure. If you order it, get a paint chip thing with your order. They send it to you for free. It's got 50 different colors of paints on it. I think there's 50 of them, or 54 or something like that.
50.
And then it'll tell you the names of it. Like Cadillac Red is also a couple different other color names by different manufacturers. But you still can't go by that. That's why they flat tell you right on that little paint chip chart, you know, don't go by name when you order.
They know what insignia white is, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on that chip, insignia white.
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it?
Yeah. It's hard to find. They're not in the order that what you think they'd be in.
This plane is insignia white. That's the bright white. They have another white, eggshell looking.
Oh, they've got 3 or 4 different whites in there, don't they?
I just don't think it looks that good.
No, and they don't mix either. These reds, there's 3 or 4 different color reds, and they're very, very close, but they're not the same. I proved it. Personal experience, they are not the same.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do a second line and I'll just let it go. I'm gonna get 1 or 2 lines more back here and that's it. But I do wanna do these little things here, these little inspection jobs. Let's see, this one right here. I wanna have 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do the 2 big ones up here, 2 of the big squares.
When you're making these little templates, try to make all your templates inside templates, where you run your ink pen around the inside. It's much easier trying to go around an outside template. You know, he could have that template like that, it's just a little square piece of plastic and go around the outside, but all the corners, you'll have a mess up on them. And these little templates, the corners are radiused. So it's a lot easier to hold that pen in there on the inside and force it up against that template. I tape these things on there once I get them aligned so they won't move, because I move them or I hit my finger on them or something. Just leave a little bit of the masking tape stick up where you can get a hold of it. I can't remember where I got these because I didn't make these. I found them somewhere all pre-made. And they probably weren't for modeling or for actually even be using on this. No problem, Keith. Just, I don't know. I'm not a big mix and match guy.
He was a Brodak guy till I came along.
Yeah, I used everything under the sun. Randolph white is the absolute best white you can get. It covers, like right now, it's just got more pigment in it than Brodak or Sig or any of the other ones. I don't really know certified, but I think Randolph makes certified too, don't they?
Yes, Randolph makes all dope. I'm not gonna put one over any just because then it would look stupid. we'll just, if I put one here, it'll be crossing through that. That'll look stupid. Does that look 50%? Let's go over that way.
Well, that looks 50% of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. The center.
It only has to be close. Not a 1/4 inch off. 32nd. It'll be sometime in August. The first or the second week of August.
What?
Our contest next year. And then there'll be our contest, and then there'll be FCM. FCM's normally at the end of August. I think Allen's already got their date put up. And FCM's going to be a completely free contest this year. No entry fee, free raffle, free dinner. Everything's free. It's on Stunt Hanger. If you look it up in the contest section, I think he was the first one to post the New Year's contest date. We haven't had enough members show up at our meetings yet this winter to really schedule contests and stuff. So it's traditionally been in August, the first or second weekend of August. We'll have Profile, Classic, Old Time, and Art on Saturday, and we'll have the Pampa classes on Sunday, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. Well, you did a real good job feeding that down in there, not getting a little nib on them.
Yeah.
And normally you don't hit the edge of that right when you go down in there with your pen.
That ain't straight. So we got 6 hours inking this airplane so far, and it ain't done yet. $6 hours, unbelievable.
It normally takes me about a week to ink one. Of course, I'm not working on it 10 hours a day or anything like that, because I get burnt.
Ah,
Gotcha.
that'd be funny.
Not too bad.
These things got little nibs on them and it makes the pen, that's what that is right there. A little nick on it or something.
Does your little wire stick out past the tip ever so slightly?
No. I mean, it has to, but I mean, it's
Mine does. I can feel it.
oh, you can't feel it on this.
But then I had that little wire pull out of that plastic piece when I was cleaning it once, and I had to put that little teen wire back in there and not bend it or anything.
Oh yeah, I had this apart all the way.
No, I mean the piece that holds the wire.
Well, that's why it sticks out a little
there.
bit.
Yeah.
You don't have it back in.
I
Right.
couldn't get it back in there all the way. I think when I went to push it down in there, it formed a little
Burr on it.
burr on it, and I wasn't gonna pull it out of there and redo it. So.
No, we have not been getting our balsa from Balsa USA. Haven't got any. The last balsa we got was from Australia. It was, that's what this airplane is made of, Australian balsa wood. It's hit and miss. I mean, if you order $1,000 worth, you'll get $200 maybe.
I seen advertisements on there advertising contest wood at 6.5 to 9.5 pounds, and you may have bought it as contest wood, but that doesn't make it contest wood.
Hey, you see that I got rid of them little red spots there?
Yeah, you got a couple little white spots you're gonna have to run around here and get. One right there, there's one right there. Oh, spot right there. They only show up more you get to the finish line. And you'll be out there the day of concourse judging with a couple different colored ink pens, right? Touching little spots. Somewhere right over in here. I don't know if that's a little ding or what.
Little bubble.
You don't want to do too big of a spot on these because it'll show up sort of purple.
Yeah, I know.
You want just barely, there's two here, one there. Just barely touch that ink pen to it and then you'll be fine. For some reason that black ink is purple.
Well, black is not black. It's
Yeah.
blue, red. Where?
There and there, there.
That's
Cut this one out here. seeing one, I'm not seeing. You got them high zoom glasses on?
Yep.
There's a here, 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 here. So you put 4 of them in there, it might reflect purple. All right, Keith, we'll see you, bud. Have a good time. Whatever your ventures are. Nice to hear from you. Don't be a stranger. Right here. I see it.
Except it's already inked. That you're seeing ink shine.
Am I?
Yeah. I don't want to pile any more ink
We'll
on.
leave it, because if you touch it anywhere, now you gotta worry about where all the little spots are.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to ink the fuselage. What do you think?
I think it adds a lot, but it's also very hard.
We could try this.
I mean, you could do it very basic. The problem is you start inking this stuff and it grows.
Yeah.
It's like, well, let me put this in there. Well, that doesn't quite look right. It needs a line here. Well, that doesn't quite look right. Now it needs a line here. And then before you know it, you got the thing so gaudied up with ink lines that...
Maybe just a box or something right here. You know, a toilet. You got a toilet?
No, I don't have any toilets.
We'll put an inspection hatch in a couple of spots and call it a day. I don't.
No double kitchen sinks and no toilets. No couches.
I want to get some clear on this so I don't smudge the lines.
All these little black dots that he's touching up, they're probably just a little poor little low spot in the paint. And, you know, the paint didn't get down in there or something, or sanding dust is down in there. And more than that, probably sanding dust in a little low spot. Now, Holes, if you looked at this thing, if you were here in person, that'd be the size of a pinhead. It'd be smaller than a pinhead.
The end of the pin.
Yeah, the pointy end of the pin, not the head.
Not gonna be perfect, you know, nothing's perfect. But it's, you know, it's close, it looks good. Maybe a line here on the bottom of this rudder.
Are you still gonna do the silver?
Yeah. But I'll wait till after it clears. Right here, what do you think? Maybe I need to simulate
You
it.
need a trim tab on your rudder.
Yeah.
You might wanna start off with a trim tab on your rudder, and then that might lead to positioning of another stripe or something.
Well, let's see what we got here. We got this.
Let's see if we ran a line there and there, and then a connecting line. this all you're getting up on the nose, or you getting another?
I don't wanna do any,
So doggone hard to do a fuselage.
put your finger right there. Okay. Okay. No, gotta go. Okay. Perfect. Need something right there.
See, that's what I was looking at, a line here and a line here, and then a horizontal line or something.
Yeah, but then you gotta connect this to that up there.
I know, that's what I was saying, one thing leads into another, before you know it, you're doing every single panel line on the whole airplane. I mean, on a real airplane. These aren't real airplanes, they're simulations of real airplanes. And like I said earlier, you don't see, even on a real airplane, you don't see all the panel lines on a real airplane unless you get right up close to them. And then some of these new airplanes, they don't have panel lines, they're composite.
Yeah.
So technically, you could do this with one or two lines on there where you have a seam, or you have an inspection panel or something like that. And those are the only panel lines you're gonna see on one of them. You know, they'll have one at every hinge.
Maybe I'll put a radio box there.
You'll have a fuel tank fill somewhere on each wing.
Yeah, but you don't wanna use these as a fuel tank fill. That is way too big.
Well, they're smaller ones.
That's way too big.
I don't know.
1/7 scale. 1/7 defined is 1/7 scale where 1 inch equals 7 scale inches.
See, I think these are considered 8th scale, aren't they?
I don't know. Get a radio box here.
I mean, you might have a little hatch up on the nose where you could check the oil.
Come and look and see if this is square. Because there is nothing to square off of. Stand on that side, because that's going to be the...
Are you doing this?
Yeah.
See, there's nothing.
There's nothing to square off.
Anything. Yeah, that's pretty good. A lot of my airplanes have a little luggage, like compartment.
Toilet?
No, it's a square with the angled top. You know what I mean? I put on the left and right.
Toilet seat?
No, it's actual, the Takana's had that exact panel on them. and it was for the pilot's
Okay,
bag.
let's do it on this side. We're gonna have to get it square somehow.
Let's see, you're a good,
Morning, Chris.
you're a heavy quarter off the red line, and on this flap, when it's up deflected, that corner is right on that corner, so. And gives you a location.
We're a 16th off of that. Because this, I can't turn the, it's not equal on both sides, the stencil.
You mean the red line?
No, I had this up against where the, well, I could do it like this, so.
Well, I was just going off the black line, so. Let's see, we were about that far down from the top. When this was up, we were almost touching in that corner. Right about right like that.
That it?
Yeah. Perfect.
Too far forward?
Actually, you can't see both of them at the same time anyway.
It's too far forward.
I mean, it's too far forward. Can't be. Unless your flaps are different sizes.
They are.
Should be the same size right here.
No,
Yeah.
the angle's different. Okay, it's almost touching there. Yeah, I guess it's close enough.
And you're a heavy quarter down off the red line up here on the top. This is a heavy quarter. A real heavy quarter.
Yeah, this one's down a little farther. It's all right.
It's close enough. Can't see it from my house.
Yeah, but I can see it when it's sitting in my front room.
Like they say, good enough for government work.
It really does need a line behind the canopy.
I think it needs another line on the stab or elevator.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
If not, a couple lines.
Did you-
If it was mine, this is what I would do. If this was my airplane. I'd take this line and run it back to here, and I'd run a line equal to that right along here, and this line back here, and I'd leave it at that. That adds just enough back here to fill it in. Now, this is me, it is your airplane, so you do whatever you want to. Cause see, you got this stuff up here filling up all this, you don't have anything here.
Well, I can do it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Hey, Jim. Let's have some heat, though. I can do it, but I've gotta do it when I'm warm.
You can't do it while you're shaking from the cold. Is that Mr. Jim?
Yeah.
Howdy, Mr. Jim.
I am inking with a 2/60. Number 2, 60 thousandths. Let's do this side first
The
here.
thinner the better.
That was Jim asking.
As you well know, Jim, the thinner the better.
These ain't gonna match, I bet. Have to cheat. Okay. God, they match exactly.
They're gonna be, they should be pretty
That
close.
that one's off a little bit.
That's right.
Huh? I don't know what happened there. I'm not gonna let it off too far. Who's gonna look at that?
Nobody's gonna see that.
Thumb, go. That one matches exactly.
Tip it up and see where you're in your line is at.
It's close. It's off here though. That didn't sound good. And it wasn't good. Damn.
Time to reach a little further. Too far for the tip. Sure, get you a Q-tip. One laying right there. Well, maybe not.
Well, get me a cute paper towel.
Yeah, you probably be better to just take that whole line off there. You're not touching there, you're not touching there.
Come on. pocket anyway.
Yeah.
Nope, can't do that. Hold the pen. Okay. Let's see. It's too far down in there.
Yeah.
The stencil's held up there, so what I'm gonna have to do is mark it and pull a line. So,
Not inking.
well, what's the deal?
Might be running out of ink.
No. One capful will do 20 airplanes. Okay. Close enough. Okay. Good enough. Yep, one capful will be 20 airplanes. Screwed that up.
It's not easy. It's tough.
It'll be fine.
It's a tough one.
Like I said, the best ink job I've ever seen is Billy's lightning bolt.
Well,
Close enough. I just want to get some damn clear on this thing. Got two lines. Put the thumb down. Let's go forward. Okay. thumb. Close enough.
Back on your side, no.
Close enough. Let's do this one. That good?
Forward. Forward. Forward.
It sounds cold outside. My feet are freezing.
Yeah, it's a doggone concrete floor in here. Sucks all the heat out.
Let me fix that line. We don't want Jim to go, hey, what are you gonna do about that?
Would you do that to him, Jim? Well, I'm sure he knows all about that stuff. Oh, I think it looks a lot better. Adds just a little bit to it at no cost and weight.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah, it looks nice.
Also sort of simulates that leading edge being put on there as a separate piece. You know, I wouldn't put that silver on the stab and the rudder.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it on leading edge.
For one thing, they don't ever put de-icing boots on stabs and rudders that I know of. I was watching some kind of Alaskan Air show thing. I can't remember the name of the show. I don't watch it very often. But they fly a lot of DC-3s and stuff like that. And they were flying these water tankers overseas that they built for some country over there, Turkey or something.
I think we need to start airbrushing. Getting too much ink on it.
And they had real bad icing going on. They didn't know if they could go above it. They didn't know if they could go below it to get it, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse to the point it was scary. I mean, they couldn't see out. The windshields were iced over and the wings were icing up. And
You don't need to see where you're going when you're in an airplane.
well, depending on what kind of controls you got in it. But anyway, they finally figured out that if they went up, they'd get out of that icing condition and that everything thawed out and was good. No retarder.
No. I'm gonna mix one full one of these and one full thinner in one of them jars.
Don't use more than 50% thinner.
That's why I'm mixing it with these exact measuring instead of just guessing.
Just fill one jar up with dope first and then pour it in another jar and then pour the thinner into that same jar and you'll be washing that thinner out of that jar.
Yeah.
Or washing the dope out of that jar.
This is white, this is clear.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah.
Man, it's a shame that canopy did that crap. I mean, you can even feel it.
Yep. And it don't matter, I sand it off and hit it with a clear, it comes right back.
You're gonna have to sand every bit of it off.
Yeah.
Use the paint.
Yep. Now I'm cheating my formula of dough by this much. This is extra for the court because I've got to airbrush these ink lines. And I've got big time retarder in my clear, which is where? Right here.
So you don't want any retarder and you don't want too much thinner when you're spraying over these ink lines. And you're gonna go over it with 2 or 3 coats, very, very dry.
This is the last of my clear right here for my 1 quart system.
If you use too much thinner and if you got retarder in it, I guarantee those lines to
Melt.
melt. They'll just smush out and they'll get sort of blurry looking. Won't be nice, crisp lines. And I'm not saying you can't get away with it. I'm just saying why buck the paint system?
Okay, paper towel. Wipe out this jar.
Too expensive to use once to throw away.
What?
Jars.
Yeah. I don't know what I paid for them.
I know we priced them here the other day, quart jars, and I thought that they were $20-some a box.
I don't know what I paid for these little jars.
Well, we were getting those quart jars for $9 and something.
Yep.
For a whole case of them, 24 jars.
No, just 12, isn't there? They're 12, not
Or
20.
12,
They're 24, these little ones.
yeah,
I think I paid more for the little ones than I did the big ones.
probably.
Okay. God, it's cold in here. Feet are just frozen.
That's what I complain about every week. But I'm just wearing tennis shoes, you're wearing boots.
Yeah.
Of course, my feet
That cold off. I know the bottle's in here somewhere. I can't find my airbrush bottle. I saw it here. Oh, there it is. Hiding one. But you know what? It ain't even winter yet.
yeah.
Okay, this is 50/50. This is my extra allowance of clear. And that will be strategically placed over ink lines only. I hope this is enough. Over now. Are you in St. Louis? The Walt Brunel channel? Walt's out of St. Charles. He's still alive here, and I haven't seen him in 15 years. Well, you should have seen my Thunderbolt. My Thunderbolt was nice. It sat on the front row 3 years in a row. Number 3 did. Never was a big show.
flight line.
Yeah.
They had these big yellow hoses that ran off of, there's a big spider web of hoses, and they run to every workstation that we were at. And they had this hose sitting behind me. Blowing hot air on
You ever
it.
seen the torpedoes that are this tall?
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
pipe going up this way and they squeeze the heat out that way. They're used for heating grapes. Yeah, you put them out in the field. It's cold. Instead of taking them to the valley. Nice, huh?
I thought they used sponge box and stuff like that.
You're looking at torpedoes.
Sitting for some of them airplanes up here on that flight line, they'd be sitting in the cold. Jesus, trying to get all that metal around, really.
Not to take a nap in the intake, but now you think.
Right. Everybody would fight ever get got to the end of one of the hoses. They'd have one of them try to run up in the cockpit area, and they'd run into the manhandle and fall in the airplane. Floating up in there, the only ones that stayed warm, pilots that had pilot seats. Radar gun guy up there. Rear gunner, and then one man rear gunner.
Fort Burnell channel, you didn't answer me. Where are you out of? You out of St. Louis? If I could buy you a Christmas present, it'd be an insulated garage door.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Is this insulated here?
Yeah, should be. Rest of the house is pretty insulated, isn't it? See, that door doesn't have a seal all the way around the door either.
I bought my club brother a garage door. Dog.
Yeah.
I was keeping my motorcycle over his place. I couldn't get the garage door open. I said, Dog, we got to fix this. He said, I don't have the money. I said, well, I do.
They're pretty expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
They're probably a better part of $2,000.
I didn't care.
Well, it probably wasn't that much money back then because
It was just over 1,000.
just dealing with a 2.5 car garage door.
Yep. Okay, let's see what we got here.
16 foot wide.
Run all this thinner out and then wipe it out. How am I gonna get that out of there?
Badger Airbrushes has got a top load little cup gun out with a variable trigger.
Yeah, dual action. Okay, how much?
I don't know. $135.
Yeah, spend $70 more and get a Iwata.
It's a fixed cup on the top.
Oh, you don't want that. Okay, so how am I gonna get that out of there?
Honda Sotar 2020. It looks like typical Badger stuff with an adjustable needle sometimes.
Oh, I know. There we go, we got her. I'll use one of these little bottle brushes. There we go. Okie dokie. Now, what happened to that? There it is. So you get about 2 bottles, maybe 3 airbrush bottles out of that much, maybe 4, I don't know. I just had that in my hand there.
I find that hard to believe. Wendy's last Nats that he flew in was in 2010.
Yeah. You must be on the face nose, the Fed book.
Boy, how time flies. Tampa control line green. Picture of his green and black Cardinal.
That ain't right. He didn't fly that. He flew his what the hell's that? Tiger Cat in the last Nats he flew in. Okay. Oh well. I'll get some clear on this thing. we're doing here is sealing the ink.
Well, you'll know real quick if you put it on too heavy.
Yeah. What's the humidity in the garage right now?
It was 50, about 45, 44.
Got it all. 80 ounces. Almost out of that. Okay, let's do the bottom again.
I saw a video the other day of a missile going into the Pentagon.
Yeah, one frame.
No, it actually was like 5 seconds long.
It was a missile, not a plane.
Yeah, they kept playing it over and over and over again, and there was no wings.
Yeah. 9/11 was an inside job. Buildings don't fall down like that.
No.
Okay, that was one bottle full. And we'll go down our second bottle and put on a little heavier on them lines. If she flies as good as she looks, she'll be a real winner. Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. 20 watchers. Yeah, what a song. Son las 18. What time is it?
11:38.
Yeah. 11:30. Okay, I gotta go downstairs and take a whiz and I'll be back. We'll put some more clear on them. You know that foam that Bob uses for mold bucks? That's boat buoyancy foam.
Boat buoyancy.
Yeah, get it at a boat supply place.
I get the same thing from a phone company down in Lebanon, Waynesville, Lebanon, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna go down and look and see what John's working on. I looked at it just a second ago. He's building one of these.
Yeah, pretty much. Who's that asking?
Yep, Alan. Okay, second coat. What happened there? We got no paint coming out. Oh, we got no paint because we got no hole. Plugged up. Hard to believe that paint dried in that gun that quick. Pretty dry. There we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. This coat's a little heavier. Because we know we didn't melt the line.
See, Christy McVeigh died.
Who?
Christy McVeigh,
Christy McVeigh. Who's that?
Fleetwood Mac, the other girl, not Stevie Nicks, but Christy.
How old was she? 76?
76 or 77.
Singers of our childhood are no longer young.
Yeah, well, most of them were 10 years older than us, or 15 years older.
Yeah. Elton John, how old is he? 80?
Oh, he's gotta be up there pretty close.
Willie Nelson, how old is he? 90?
Yeah.
Or at least 105 with all the pot that he smoked.
Yeah, you would think. Man, he got this really cold.
moving here quick, that's for sure.
side, doesn't it?
So 1 cup per side. We got 400 milliliters. Minus 10 grams. Yeah. What is that?
It's 8 cups.
Get 4 cups.
There's 4 ounces in a cup, I think. Not 2.
Cancer so far good, but anything can happen. Yeah, it ain't good, Alan. It ain't good. It ain't blushing. If you look here where I laid it on this line here heavy, it's fine. It's just overspray.
Doesn't matter, because once you recoat it, it'll just,
No, I'm talking about it's not blushing. I don't care about that. I just worry about, is that gonna blush? Shouldn't. Shouldn't.
well, that's got retarder in it and stuff, so I think you're still gonna have to watch spraying that on there too heavy. Cancer, eh? That's never good. Seems to be going around.
You know what? I'm so surprised. You cannot even see where the dent was now. Where was it? Oh, it was right there.
A little further out than what it appeared to be.
Right there.
Yep.
That really worked out good. Shrunk up nice.
Break down that spray shine up there. Give her this thing all up with a couple coats of it.
Oh yeah. A gallon of spray shine. Be beautiful.
It'd be pretty, all right.
We get to start the good sanding tonight.
It'd be too green.
We'll see.
I know you'll do it, but to me, I wait two or three days anyway. Let it gas off enough to where it's not almost balling up.
Well, if it's rubber, I'll stop. But
Well, you know it turns into rubbery when you put retarder in it.
you just go down in grit size. So if it's balling up, you sand with 2,000. If it's not, you sand with 1,500 or 1,000 or whatever.
You irritate yourself.
By the time we get to St. Louis and get this polished up, it'll be a beauty. Gotta fix that nose too. Nose and the canopy. Maybe some ink lines here and there.
You always have that.
Huh?
You always have that. overall though, it's come out pretty good. Have very minimal amount of pull-ups,
Yeah, one, right there.
overspray. You know, all that shit came off real good, or bad spots along tape edges. Came out pretty nice.
Was TJ at the meeting?
No, he didn't show up. Neither did Scott. Neither did Ralph.
So who was it?
Me, Bill, and Haywood.
Yeah, that's right.
And looked at him and said, "We got any other members?" I said, "No, we're pretty much it." It's supposed to be voting night,
Voting for what?
officers,
Oh,
but you know what that'll be.
you're president again.
Yeah. For the umpteenth year in a row. Ralph will still be secretary, Bill will still be vice president, Haywood will be safety officer. I'll be president.
Who's the head moron?
TJ.
Yeah.
He'll be the secretary, supposedly, that never takes notes. Then we'll have some kind of meeting here pretty soon about in the contest season, when we're gonna have things and what we're gonna do. It always stays the same, it doesn't vary. We try to keep contests on the same dates and all that stuff, just for the simple fact that it makes them, traditional.
We got air in the compressor, or do we need to run it?
We'll have to run it.
Fire that mother up. Let's run the heater at the same time, and then we'll drop this curtain, and I'll shoot a coat on it. We're gonna make some noise, guys. Lots of it. Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
seems to be going around because of probably mostly what our government did to us. Their experiments and everything else. They released all that spurge onto everybody. If you're ex-military, it's hard saying what you got
Yeah, really.
involved in.
Get in line, we're gonna give you a shot. For what? Doesn't matter.
And you don't have the need to know. It's mandatory. You gotta have it. And here, and when you're done with this, crawl around all over on this airplane that's doused in Agent Orange and everything else.
I brought my dad some Agent Orange to kill crabgrass.
Yeah, defoliage agent.
It didn't work.
Really?
No. He said this stuff is crap. Of course, Roundup didn't work either.
You go out to a farmer turn you on to some good stuff.
Sinequan and paraquat and Sinequan. How he got rid of it was he took black visqueen and laid it over the top, put plywood over the top of that and drowned it, killed it,
Yeah.
starved it. Can you give me some of that Agent Orange crap? Oh yeah.
And they sprayed all them pot plants down in Mexico with paraquat and shit back in the 60s and stuff, and so they still harvested all that marijuana and shipped it up here, and all the hippies and everything smoked that stuff up, paraquat pot.
Okay, let her down. So we got one. And it was at 16, right?
16. It was a little less than 16.
4 ounces a cup. Pick up the tripod so I get the hose from underneath it. Okay.
Good here. Sort of curious because I was going to tell you right there.
Yeah.
Give it a minute or two to cast off.
So we did a test piece here, which is the spinner, to see if we're going to have any blushing. And I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Usually when it's going to blush, it starts right away. There, put it out there in the vise or whatever. You give us a couple minutes, we'll check that, and if it don't blush, we'll shoot the airplane. look at the blushing?
Not yet.
I don't think it's gonna. I had quite a bit of retarder in that paint.
Yeah, you had more than 10%. The only thing you gotta watch, if you it would probably melt them color lines and everything, you know what I mean, if you got too much in it. I don't know that it would actually stop it from drying forever,
Oh, no.
you know. But it would literally, multiple colors would melt like the ink lines would melt. Because it's just such a vicious chemical that, you know, you're slowing the thinner down and keeping the thinner active for longer. That's why it sort of makes it rubbery. You know, if you sprayed this with straight dope with no retarder in it, if you could, it would dry harder, faster.
Yeah.
You know, and then you wouldn't have that rubbery skim coat to have to get through before you started sanding and the sandpaper started working. You know all that stuff.
Yeah, I know all that stuff.
Guys in here, don't. Let's see here, the scratches are still in that thing.
Yeah, well, it'll have to get repainted, but.
I don't see any blush in it.
Okay, let her rip, tater chip.
I mean, it's dry enough that it won't, stick to my finger, but it's sticky.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
At that stage, it would have blushed already.
Can't really see what I'm doing. I need to get it wet, so. This doesn't put out as much overspray as the airbrush.
No, it doesn't.
They're getting wet now, I'm seeing it wrinkle. Bagging up.
How much paint you use?
Half the cup. She's bagging up now.
Not to panic.
Not yet.
Biggest thing is I watch the ink lines, they're tell everything.
Oh, I know. They'll grow 1/4 inch. paint is weird. It goes on like gravel and then over time it flattens out. Oh,
Carter, it's not the best spray gun in the world, but if you get it on wet, it'll flow.
what do you expect for $30?
Yeah. They got the big 20-ounce cups on sale for $9.95.
Cups of what?
Spray guns. Got a big 20-ounce cup on them for like doing a car.
The size of the cup don't matter, it's the size of the needle. And they got one, these are .08. The needles in those are 1.5.
Yeah, they put out some paint.
You use a primer gun at 3.0 on this.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Get some material on there then.
Use that and use some of that two-part stuff.
Okay.
Because they figured people were buying them up, so they raised the jet price up on them.
bagged up, would you?
Yeah, bagged up big time. That's alright.
At least the ink is sealed, I won't be smearing it now. I got any touch-ups, which we know we can't. Good, we'll fix that. That. Spot that we're gonna do. That mess more paint, you gotta put 4 ounces, 1 cup, 1 cup. Say minutes more. Good. Be 50-50 on that. Yeah, the 50 mix in there. Throw a little more liquor in it and then get more good. Mostly thinner, 90% thinner. And use every bit of yours plus. Basically, right now I'm done painting. You know why? I'm out of paint. My paint bag. Like that little paint. That's nice if it did. I'll be tighten up tighter. Second time. Huh? It will, because you added more paint to it. Just made it like you bagged everything up. I figured I'd we're basically done painting. You know how I know? We're out of paint. My 1 quart of paint. Kind of peely here. It might lay down though. Huh?
It'll be alright. Enough sand and it'll all be alright.
That's right. I've made them a whole lot worse than this look like jewels. That side's bagged up still, right?
No, not really.
Oh yeah, got some bag in it, yeah.
You see it? I don't see it. No. Well, that's where you went up here and got another coat on it.
Bagged up on the bottom pretty good. That don't matter. It don't matter, we're done.
I heard that telltale noise in the background. Little sucking air noise.
Now, for you guys that are disbelievers, that's 1 quart of paint. Not a gallon. I guess I could sand it and put a gallon on it.
Yeah, you could.
Be a Kenny Stevens job. Look great.
Yeah, he makes some pretty airplanes. Look at that, damn man, they never mark that price down on them things.
On what?
Ultrasonic cleaners,
What are they, $79?
$74.99.
Yeah, well, mine could cost more than that, so just buy one. We got 20 watchers. I don't know how long we've been on. $26 thumbs up. Yeah, we're still going. I wonder why the chat's not showing up on here. Oh, there we go. Huh. I don't understand. But you go on there and type something. I'll type something in on my laptop. Like we're stuck. Yeah, it's coming up on my iPad, but not on the phone. Wonder why. Might be because the plastic's in the way. I don't know. All right, we're going to go to lunch, and when we come back, we'll take it off the stand and put it together and weigh it up, see what it weighs, and that's what's going to be.
Christopher Everson typed in testing.
Yeah, I typed in test.
I typed in, is everything going good? Gary Sinclair says thumbs up.
It's not coming across on the phone. It's coming across on the iPad, but not on the phone.
must be working.
or something.
You coming up on that? Like that?
Yeah, everything's going good, what you said, but there's nothing on the phone. Oh, well. I go down and take a leak. Entertain him while I'm gone.
Oh, yeah, we can sit here and watch paint dry.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why, guys, I'm not in that room. I try to stay out of that paint as much as I can. I'm just outside of that work area. Believe me, I've had the garage door open, the front and back garage door open, the heater going, blowing all the fumes out, so it's a lot less fumes in here. It keeps the whole garage pretty much aired out. Here you go, a year ago.
Yeah.
You probably know all about this, cause it's on the snow.
Yeah, who posted that?
On Saturday night building session, so it must have been you.
Oh, okay.
I found another picture of Danny on here with a different everything. Now it's gone.
Let's pick this up. So after lunch, we'll put this together. We'll go downstairs, see what John's doing. Is that airplane that you're working on the same as this, or is an SV?
It's the same as this one. Little bit different fuselage. Doesn't have a fin and rudder on it yet.
You got a rounded canopy.
Canopy's a little bit different than that. It's pretty close, but positioning's different. And I think my canopy's back here a little bit. Yeah, it might be back a little bit further.
Let's pick it up. Why is it stuck?
Not, yeah, it's rolling up equally.
You're going faster than me. Let yours down.
Pull it inside of that.
Okay. 17 watchers, 26 thumbs up.
My cowling's different, a little bit. Fuselage is a little different. Fin I haven't even made yet. It'll be a little bit different. Canopy's a little different. It's the same wing and tail and everything else. You'll see it after lunch.
Well, we're gonna end the program. How long have we been on? Let's see. 3 hours, 17 minutes. Yeah, it's lunchtime. We'll see you after lunch. Come back, put this together, and go downstairs and look at his stuff. So stay tuned. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.